Hello everybody, it's Bat, and this is the top 5 games like Satisfactory. If you're here, you're probably a fan of the game, and maybe you're looking for a new game to play after finishing Satisfactory. Regardless of the reason you're here, I'll give you the best games like Satisfactory, in my opinion. My pick for spot number 5 is a game called Astroneer. Unfortunately, it doesn't feature the same amount of automation mechanics and it's not mainly a factory game. So if that was what you loved about Satisfactory, maybe the other games on this list will fit you better. But I think this game is very similar in terms of exploration of the environment around you. When you start the game, you're launched in a drop pod to an alien planet to gather resources and research the planet. This research and the resources you then send back to the corporation whom you work for. Sounds pretty familiar, right? The main difference between the games is that Astroneer isn't as much of a factory game, but other than that, I find them pretty similar. I personally really enjoy exploring and seeing the world around me when playing Satisfactory, and Astroneer gives me the same satisfaction. If you too enjoy this, Astroneer is available for purchase on Steam or PlayStation Store or Xbox. Here at number 4 we have a game called Foundry. Foundry is an open world factory game very similar to Satisfactory. You spawn in an infinite randomly generated voxel world with the goal of gathering resources and automating production of items to progress through the game. I find Foundry to be like a mix between Satisfactory and Minecraft. So if you like those games, this might just be for you. You can play Foundry in either single player or with your friends in multiplayer. This game is extremely fresh and still in alpha, so if you plan on buying this game, expect a lot of bugs. It hasn't gotten a lot of attention yet, but I expect big things from this game in the near future. Foundry hasn't yet been released on Steam, but the date on which it will is soon to be announced, but it is available on itch.io. Alright, my pick for number 3 is a game called Shapesio. This one really doesn't look much like Satisfactory at all and is lacking on the graphic side, unlike Satisfactory, which is known for its stunning looks. So if that's what you love about Satisfactory, this game might not be for you. But on the factory side, Shapesio is certainly delivering. The mechanics of the game are very similar to Satisfactory. Shapesio is a 2D level based factory game with the goal of automating the creation of increasingly complex shapes to complete levels in the game. There are an infinite amount of levels to the game, and they get pretty complicated when you get further into it, so you will have a lot on your hands. This game might sound a little bit boring, but if you enjoy puzzles, logistics and the complicated factory side of Satisfactory, this game will probably satisfy your needs. This game is available at Steam and itch.io for the price of €6. Also, before I continue, take the time to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Twitter, link below. For spot number 2 we have a game called Dyson Sphere Program. Here you play as a mechanic suit sent out by a corporation with the intent of conquering solar systems for materials, so you can build a structure around the sun that harvests its energy. To be able to advance in the game, you have to automate nearly everything from resources to the machines. Dyson Sphere is similar to Satisfactory in the terms of factory theme and the mechanics of that. The game also features nice graphics and looks just like Satisfactory. The art style is however slightly different, as you can see in the video. Dyson Sphere was released in January 2021, it's very new and is still in early access, but the game seems to have a small amount of bugs. And the flaws that exist within the game will surely be fixed since it's in early access. Dyson Sphere Program is very similar to Satisfactory, but with a twist of space travel. And if you think that sounds appealing, make sure you check it out. Now we're here at spot number 1 and lots of you probably guessed it and have probably even played it. My pick for spot number 1 is Factorio. Basically a 2D version of Satisfactory, but more difficult. Factorio is probably even more popular than Satisfactory, so I kind of expect you to know about this game. But if you don't, in Factorio you land on an alien planet with nothing but a few gadgets you can use to harvest small amount of resources. In the beginning you use these tools to gather supplies manually, but soon you can start building machines that can harvest these resources for you. Factorio features an infinite randomly generated map, unlike Satisfactory. The biggest difference between the two games is that Factorio features a more distinctive danger element. In Satisfactory you almost only have to worry about dying while out and exploring and encountering mobs. In Factorio, however, your base will get attacked by inhabitants of the planet, which you'll have to build defenses to protect against. Unlike most other games on this list, Factorio isn't in early access and has been in development for a few years now, and probably contain less bugs and issues than the other games. You can play this game multiplayer and enjoy it with friends, if that's your thing. If you're looking for a game which is similar to Satisfactory, Factorio is probably your safest bet. The game and the demo is available for purchase and download on their website and Steam.